With a full array of offensive countermeasures, this powerful prototype provides a peek into tomorrow's tactical technology. So, what exactly can it do? That's a question for Hans Steininger, an engineer at the Integrated Concepts and Research Corporation, the private company that designed the Smart Truck's high-tech bells and whistles.
Our Smart Truck is outfitted with non-lethal countermeasures for enhanced soldier safety. One of those is our blinding lights up front. They flood your eye with a wall of light and temporarily renders you blinded. We have cameras mounted all around the vehicle that provide us a 360-degree view of what's going on around us. Pepper spray dispensers that will actually spray pepper spray 12 feet around the vehicle, around the perimeter. Our high voltage door handles carry 110 volts on them. It's just enough to tetanize the muscles and make them reject that door handle and stay away from the vehicle. And the night vision system up top by Raytheon, it's full pan and tilt, 360-degree coverage, and we can see at a range of 1,500 feet.
Impressed yet? The Smart Truck saves some of its most fearsome features for the rear.
As we walk around to the back of the vehicle, we have several other countermeasures. Our smoke screen comes through the center of the rear bumper. We have a small pump that will pump that diesel fuel back to the exhaust and have it billow out a thick, dense fog as the vehicle drives away.
When smoke won't do the trick, there's always an oil slick. And the truck even tosses tacks at the tough-to-shake terrorist. Then, when all else fails, out comes the main attraction.
This is our remote control weapon station. The gun can be rotated 360 degrees around the vehicle and then pan and tilted in just about any direction that the user sees fit. And it also has a couple of simulated grenade launcher pods on it.
God help any bad guy who awakens this beast. With this kind of hidden arsenal, the Smart Truck can mow through just about any obstacle.
We designed it for urban warfare type of missions. The primary purpose would be for diplomatic extraction, executive protection, embassy protection, something where you would want to be very low-key, but if fired upon, would be able to handle the situation.
Aside from its hidden firepower, the Smart Truck conceals lightweight armor and glass, thick enough to stop a .44 caliber bullet dead in its tracks.
The piece of glass below me is level 3A glass. This is the same glass that's in the Smart Truck now, and it was fired at by a .44 Magnum. There's actually no penetration here. We have 3 rounds that hit the glass at point-blank range.
Calling this truck smart is an understatement. And it's not until you step inside that you realize how intelligent it really is. Before you can start shooting pepper spray or road tacks at your assailants, you need to scan your secret decoder ring.
We encode your fingerprint digitally onto to a ring like this. It's an I button. You actually touch the I button to the reader. The reader gets a reading of the fingerprint and the security code, and then you put a live fingerprint right next to it. If the two match, it allows you to access the main menu.
The main menu activates any countermeasure at the touch of a button.
We have controls for our 110-volt shock handles with an activate and deactivate button. Our oil slick with an activate button.
In the back, there's a joystick that makes laser attacks as simple as playing a video game. With all these combat-ready components, there's no end to the possible uses for the vehicle in our brave new world.
I think there's definitely a place for the Smart Truck in Homeland Security. The Smart Truck can be upfitted with nuclear, biological, and chemical detection and filtration units. We can also filter the cab air so that the occupants inside are protected from whatever agent may be out there. These types of things are what we may face in the coming years.
The Smart Truck is packed with potential, but don't expect to see it patrolling your neighborhood anytime soon. As thrilling as the prototype is, there are no plans to move it into production just yet.
We may not see the Smart Truck in the incarnation it's in now, but bits and pieces of it will probably make it to other military programs.
It's in the conceptual stage, so it's not so smart as of yet, but we're working on it.